Hello and welcome. I'm Noah, the creative mind and founder behind Retrospection. Today, we're going to be looking at how I place sound effects into my own audio dramas. We'll be looking at Season 4, Episode 1, which came out on December 31st, 2021.
So the first thing that I'm doing here is writing a bell theme that tolls for 1 a.m. In the story, a young college girl is walking late at night after a fight with her dad. We, as the audience, need to hear this bell. So I went ahead and threw some notes together, put some distance between the tune and the chime that indicates 1 a.m., and now I'm going to go ahead and place the bell into the track. Since the narrator is playing this audio from a cassette tape, I'm going to go ahead and import this audio and then place the bell right afterwards. This indicates the narrator is turning on the recording, and that bell chimes start the recording, like the narrator says in the opening dialogue. Sometimes
I'm going
with
to
this
start the
editing,
recording.
it's all about getting
Listen
the
carefully.
timing right, not taking too long or too short.
You see, it's missing something important. Can you guess what it is? I'll give you a little bit of time.
And disappeared into the darkness, going for a walk to cool down from her argument.
That's right. We're missing ambience. Now, ambient noise is essential to audio dramas. Once you have a silence or a pause in between words, you want to make sure that the audience isn't confused about whether or not, for some reason, they accidentally hit the stop button.
What's really important about these sounds is fading. A slow fade, it feels a lot more natural than just a jump cut.
That would be the bell indicating it's 1 in the morning. And here,
This opening scene is starting to sound nice with the cassette click, ambience, bell chimes. Let's keep going. Next we have some more sound effects to add to Bella Fields for an audio cue. We're going to go ahead and add a branch breaking. Then we're going to get rid of her footsteps to indicate she stopped in concern. So, Mixcraft has a plugin for the footsteps sound effect. Instead of doing the Foley effect live like I used to, I'm just going to use that plugin. Really, the Foley effects live are the way to go, but I'm simply being lazy right now. It's at this point Bella Fields gets scared and starts to run. So, what I'm doing here is deleting footsteps that are long and replacing them with short, quick footsteps. She runs for a bit and hits a lamppost, so I'll add in the audio cue. Fix it up a bit.
Locked up in jail. A sign? Show yourself and bleed your... A sign?
There we go.
I didn't even see it.
What's really important about
What
this
does
stuff
it
is
say?
placing in the sound
Neighborhood
effects and
watch.
re-listening
What?
to the past 5 or so seconds leading up to the cue, just to make sure it sounds natural. Let's go to the last part of the episode. This is directly after the sign, about 30 or so seconds later,
Dad?
give or take. I have an audio cue in my script here saying the gunshot goes off
Wait,
as she finishes saying Dad.
Dad?
and
Finally, this is the end of the cassette tape, so I'm going to have the ambience fade out and fix up some of the audio.
Hey, if you enjoyed it, feel free to go ahead, give us a subscribe, like button, bell, all of that. Of course, we have a Patreon also, starting at $3, the price of a cup of coffee. You can go ahead and give your love and donation to Retrospection Radio. Don't forget, we are also a podcast with a radio hour talk show and a radio theater. All of these are linked in the description below.